All right, cool. All right, man, we back with another episode of Rigged NFL. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. We back in the studio with it. We are back in the studio with it. Right now, the Lions. I said the Lions. The Rams are up 17-3 in their glorified home game in Arizona because of the forest fires and shit. And right now, Sam Darnold ain't played too hot in this half. I know starting out he was like 7 for 7, 60-some yards. But it ain't equating to no points on the board besides the 3. So they going to have to step that shit up for sure. What's up, them calling that defensive TD back? Yeah, that was some fishy shit. I don't know. This is going to be the debate, though. Who's going to win between Buffalo and Baltimore? Thomas, he got the Ravens winning that game. He got the Ravens winning over the Bills. So Rams at Lions NFC Championship game. Ravens at Chiefs AFC Championship game. The Ravens starting to sound as cocky as Eagles fans. Nah, Bills fans been acting pretty cocky lately. Them, and then you got Commanders fans after they win. They said they want to play. They want Detroit and all this other shit. I'm like, okay. All right, good luck with that. Have fun with that, Washington. So slowly, all these 2018 draft class players are getting eliminated one by one. I mean, how many do you have? You got Josh Allen, Lamar left. Baker lost yesterday. Darnold's playing tonight. They losing right now. Who else was in that draft class? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Yeah, I thought the Vikings was going to beat them. I mean, the game ain't over, but yeah, I thought the Vikings was going to win that game because the Rams got their shit, bro. They not finna win go to no Super Bowl and win shit, bro. I don't know why people saying that. They gonna make the playoffs. They might win a game. That's about all they gonna do. Said they showing all the fans back home in LA. You ain't seen them do that shit with any of the Chargers. Cause like I said, bro, the Chargers ain't got fans like that for real. At least not LA Charger fans. I know JJ McCarthy next year. Yeah, I mean the thing with not the Rams, but the Vikings is that's been the issue is they backup quarterback exceeded expectations, put him in a position to where they got to pick: should I stick with this veteran quarterback or should I stick with the rookie that we don't know what we have with? Oh yeah, for sure. Packers and Vikings let me down. I mean, and for one, the Vikings Rams game ain't even over yet, but yeah, the Packers let me down. But it is funny when you pick something wrong, niggas will pop up and let you know. But when you win, they quiet as shit and they don't want to say anything. So there's always that. What's up, Bronze? What's up with you, man? He said the Chiefs, Texans, ironically, could be one hell of a game. It's funny because they played on Saturday earlier this year, like the weekend before Christmas. So I think everything would be a rematch except for I don't think Washington played Detroit. Shit, they might have actually. Nah, they didn't. They didn't. I thought they did. The Lions are the new Eagles fans. I don't know, man. Eagles fans have a certain reputation, bro. A very certain reputation of being like some of the worst fans, and it's not even so much like you're bad towards your team, even though that's part of it. It's just overall, Eagles fans are shitty individuals, is what I've gathered. I'm sure there are some that ain't, but from what I've seen, yeah, Eagles fans are pieces of shit. Are they the most delusional? No. They're the biggest assholes, that's for sure. So the AFC Championship game rematch since last year. Commanders 3-0 versus Detroit in the playoffs all time. He said Daniel Jones comes in for what? What's he gonna come in there for? What, they need a quarterback to fumble or some shit? Bring in Daniel Jones? Bro, I could be a coach of the fucking Vikings, and if I was down 30-3 before halftime, Daniel Jones still ain't seeing the fucking field. So Lions are locked to improve to 1-3 versus the Commanders. Washington still look good in the first half, though. Yeah, I can see them looking good in the first half for sure. So if anything, this game kind of might push JJ to be the starter officially next year. What you mean? He was picked to be the starter from the start of the season. Like, what you mean? The Rams looking like heat so far. Yeah. Shout out to B Fire in the building. Ronell said Jones is a hoe. Which one, Daniel or Aaron? There's a lot of Jones out there. So Packers either win it next year or very close next year. Like Minnie said on B Fire's channel earlier this year. Yeah, I think they're going to give one to Love. They're going to give him one. It's going to be like, yeah, you play for the Packers. They a legendary franchise. They one of the cornerstone franchises of the league. We're going to give you one. You already got paid, so after this one, you can make the playoffs, but after that, you're going to have to sell a lot. Kind of like Aaron Rodgers, except I don't know if Jordan Love going to be getting all the MVPs that went with it like Aaron Rodgers did. So the narrative is Hurts and the Eagles can't throw. Stafford will light him up and Saquon be neutralized, and Hurts will do what he's paid to do, lose. You expect 2 Hurts INTs. Eagles Commanders NFC Championship game. I highly doubt that. So it makes you think JJ McCarthy's injury wasn't a script. One was supposed to get a Jaden Daniels type script. I mean, bro, players can get hurt still. Like, even if it was practice or whatever, like, it's possible you can still get hurt in game. You can still get hurt and not be some scripted shit, bro. Like, I don't know if you know this, but you tend to get hit if you play football. You gonna get hit. Like, come on. Even with the helmet condoms and the soft rules, you still gonna get hit, dude. You can still get hurt. You can still twist the ankle, still fuck up your knee and all that shit. As far as him supposed to get in a Jaden Daniels type script, I don't know about all that. But it's clear they got some big plans for not JJ, but Jaden Daniels. They have big plans because the way I see it is this is somebody they can market that's playing style is kind of similar to Lamar without, as far as I know, he doesn't have any like, I don't know, street niggas in his entourage or anything like that. He's a little bit safer from that perspective. Even though Lamar hasn't been in any legal trouble himself, but people he keep around with him. So they just push Puka into a first down. So the Ravens and Bills game goes two ways. Allen gets blown out. Lamar cooks where Allen looks horrible. I doubt we get a blowout. I think that's gonna be a shootout. Regardless who wins, that shit, they want that to be a shootout because this is the two quarterbacks in the MVP conversation. So they really want that shit to be like how we saw Mahomes versus Josh Allen a couple years ago with the 13-second drive. How that was a shootout, that was down to the wire. I think this is gonna be one of them games. It's gonna go down to the wire no matter who wins. Damn, wasn't it against the Colts too? I think it was. It was I want to say it was an overseas game too. I think it was in like Germany or something. There we go. So Lamar's gonna validate his first team AP, and then he's gonna upset Mahomes with the whole world betting on Kansas City. That'd be nice, but I don't know about all that. So they building the Rams up for what's going on in Los Angeles. Well, it's gonna be a very, very quick fall after if they win today. It's gonna be that one feel good win. After that, you're going home. I think the Lions commies game is bait. I don't think so. At most, that game will probably be closer than what people think, but Detroit could win that game still. Unless, because I was somebody posting in the Discord, that was the last 5 Commanders wins came on the last play of the regulation or something, last play of the game. Unless that nigga got the ball the last minute or so. And it's funny considering he playing Maryland just like Lamar. And they both won Heisman's too, ironic enough. Vikings come back second half. So it'll be like the 49ers coming back on the Lions last year. Oh, yeah, when the Lions was talking all that shit. CJ's GJ. Yeah, Justin Jefferson don't look too happy right now. It's interesting. They got a shot of the whole Lions team first, and they just made sure to show Justin Jefferson by himself. And then Sam Darnold, he with the rest of the team on the next B-roll clip as it's halftime. Say Commanders are a treat, but you like Lions to outscore them if they working. We'll see. The biggest thing about the Lions, they getting people back at the right time. Said media treating the Chiefs as invincible. You see that See this in every sport eventually, especially MMA, UFC. Underdog fighter knocks off a great, keeps his run going, but he's still doubted. Yeah, they trying so hard to make the Chiefs look invincible. When we know it's the refs. A lot of it is the refs. But I think they're gonna lose a game to somebody in the Super Bowl, not in the AFC, not in their little AFC run. They'll be straight. But Super Bowl, I think they're gonna lose that game. And then the moment everybody started to be on them and view them as unbeatable, they lose. Happened in the KC. So the Vikings are 2-6 in the last playoff games. Say Lions Rams NFC Championship game. We're really gonna give us another Matt Stafford versus Jared Goff game. Because I mean, they did have the Lions go against the NFC West team last year. San Francisco. We know how that went. But I don't know. Unless they want to milk that whole forest fire storyline for more. And on top of that, I would assume they could get some footage, if it's not already out there, of like, I don't know, Matt Stafford and some other Rams giving back to people who didn't lost shit from the fires as a little, the little promo shit they do. I could see them doing that if they do play. But if it was Lions or Rams, I don't see the Rams winning that game. Because at the end of the day, for what? What would it be for to put a 36 going on 37-year-old quarterback in there for what? It's not like he don't have a Super Bowl already. It's not like he a journeyman or anything. It's not like the Kurt Warner shit. And even then, he won one before he was with Arizona. So if it's Rams versus the Lions NFC Championship game and the Lions lose, there would be bloodshed in Detroit from a Lions fan. I always wonder how they feel about Matt Stafford. Do they still like Matt Stafford? Or they kind of like they don't rock with him no more? I mean, theoretically speaking, they got more success with Jared Goff. Say forest fires is why they go into the NFC Championship game, but they not going to the Super Bowl. So if the Vikings lose, they'll also be 1-5 in the last wild card games. Damn. If Rams make the Super Bowl every 3 years, it'd be a McVay narrative. I don't see them going to the Super Bowl, bro. Like, assuming everything play out the way we expect with Kansas City going to the Super Bowl winning the AFC, it's not like prime Matt Stafford we're talking about. We're talking about nigga damn near about to retire Matt Stafford. We really want to see that? I doubt it. And it's not even like the Rams have Aaron Donald anymore either. So the year of Hurricane Katrina, the Saints went to the NFC Championship game specifically, and got blasted by the Bears. I remember that game too. Only for the Bears getting embarrassed in the Super Bowl by the Colts. And waste such a perfectly good kickoff return for a touchdown by Devin Hester. So Eagles and Lions have QBs who lost their first Super Bowl appearance, and quarterbacks who lose their first have not gone back since the 90s. Hurts and Goff are secondary characters. For Matt Stafford at 36, 37 years old, if it was some young gun who was playing for the Rams, maybe if he had lit it up and he was a young quarterback on his Bo Nix shit, on his Josh Allen shit or whatever, it'd be different. But 36-year-old Matt Stafford, bro, nah. So I mean, besides every 3 years McVay takes him to the Super Bowl thing, what good storylines do the Rams really have now? You can't use the Matt Stafford. He already got the ring, so there's no the veteran who was kind of, I can't say thrown away, but he was stuck in Detroit for lack of a better term, finally won. What good narratives and storylines do they even have for the Rams at this point? Besides the forest fires, what do they have? Because we know in the Chiefs end it's the whole dynasty thing. Three-peat, cement their dynasty, which it's been a dynasty, but the three-peat to make history. What do they actually have? Like Goff and Stafford mirror images, when you think about it, both are getting praised for their play after the trade. Yeah, they both did. But they showed their value on their first teams before they swapped teams. Yeah. Now, some would say, though, Goff, his value kind of went down on the back end of his time with the Rams. And that's when they're like, shit, we need somebody else. And the fact they already won one, too. Well, I think of this Dion to the Cowboys chatter going on, what they do with Dak. They just paid Dak. he the highest paid quarterback in the league. They stuck with him for now. And as far as the Dion to the Cowboys chatter, I mean, I treat it as that, just chatter. I'll believe when I see it. If you see him at a press conference and they got the background with the stars and it has AT&T or Jerry World, whatever, I'll believe it then. But until then, it's just chatter. I don't really put much stock into it. Do I believe he's gonna stay at Colorado for a long time? Hell no. I would only give him 1 to maybe 2 years max at Colorado after his sons leave, if even that. But him coaching the Cowboys, yeah, I don't see it. So the Cowboys definitely gonna turn into a LeBron situation and his son. If they do that, man, you think as bad as it is for the Cowboys now, if they do that, get Dion as the head coach and Shador as the player, or unless they do a plot twist and it was Shiloh instead, then it's just gonna be a clown show like it already is for the Cowboys. No narratives for the Rams and not winning the Super Bowl because of that. Ravens narrative is to revive the best QB debate. If Lamar wins, he's the best player in the NFL. He's Peyton Manning 07. I would have went more with the if they were to win, I would have went with the Jacoby Jones thing. So the script is they not going to pay Sam Darnold. Somebody gonna pay for Sam Darnold. Somebody needs a quarterback. Somebody gonna pay. If you got teams overpaying for, or a team overpaying for Daniel Jones, a team overpaying for an age Russell Wilson, somebody gonna pay, bro. Somebody gonna pay. I mean, shit. Look how much they gave Justin Herbert, and he hasn't won a playoff game. He's only been to playoffs twice. So somebody gonna pay. It ain't gotten so out of hand like it's the NBA where you could be the 10th man off the bench and still making crazy guaranteed money. But at the end of the day, you still a quarterback. And shit, he's still white last time I checked. So he gonna get paid somewhere he go. Shit, look at Deshaun Watson with the Browns. All that negative press, all of that stuff that give you a reason not to sign him, give you a reason for him not to sell jerseys, or they buy the jerseys and set him on fire. And he still end up getting guaranteed money. Kirk Cousins, case in point. So Darnold could go back. I assume the Giants, because obviously not the Jets. Though it would be funny, though, because if you think about it, when Rex Ryan was head coach, they had a USC quarterback. We know Mark Sanchez, the butt fumble and all that. If he did go back, it'd be another USC coach or USC quarterback. That Dion coach in Atlanta. I ain't heard them say they getting rid of Raheem Morris. The Black QBs don't win Super Bowls unless they play on Native American teams. KC, Washington, yeah, the then Redskins and the Seahawks, whose logo was designed by Native Americans. Or heavily inspired, should I say. Chiefs not going to the Super Bowl because Lions are going regardless they're losing. We'll see. So you hate the Rams because of the Rams past Super Bowl. I ain't got no beef with the Rams, man. Like, they just the Rams. I don't know. I'm not a fan of any of the teams in the NFC West to really hate them. I ain't got no beef with any of them. The Niners, the Cardinals, or the Seahawks. Said Deshaun was a top 5 QB for years. Couple years. That's the difference. Explain Kirk Cousins then. Because he's never been a top 5 or top 10 quarterback. Yet he got 180 mil off of a season-ending injury at his late age. So, try again. They give him money out to a quarterback. Especially if you, like I said, especially if you're a white quarterback, they'll willingly give you some money. Only problem is if you're on the lower end, you're not in the Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, you ain't in that category, you still gonna get money. It's just gonna be on the sorry team. Kyle might go after Kirk Cousins. All right now. That Chiefs Super Bowl matchup narratives. Damn it, hold up. Packers, Vikings, Eagles, Rams. Eagles are gone. So we get Rams versus Chiefs. I highly doubt we don't get that. Only you can see KC it is if the Rams go. It don't need to be no fucking Rams to go for KC to go. I don't believe that. The unlucky Tom Brady. No, I said that man is like Chad Pennington. I know some of y'all might be too young to even know who that is. But he's really just Chad Pennington. He can dink and dunk. He got new arm. Never was a quarterback who could just get you over the top. Never even viewed as a quarterback can get you over the top. You don't see Dion in Vegas, big market, and the rate. Tom Brady is Shador's mentor. On top of that, so the Raiders won't win anytime soon. Perfect spot for media hype. Yeah, you got a point there. It is a good spot for media hype for sure. The Chiefs win the Super Bowl make a lot of sense because they played like the 2015 Broncos, declining QB. Mahomes ain't really declining, but underachieving offense, defense that carried them to the Super Bowl. We kind of saw that last year, though, for real. They just had to sprinkle in the fact that he can run. Mahomes, that is. Because we all know Peyton Manning couldn't run. So nobody thought the Rams would be in the Super Bowl. Now that they're beating the Vikings, all of a sudden everybody says they're going to be in the Super Bowl with the Rams. Maybe, I'm just guessing, maybe the way the YouTube algorithm works, since Rams is in the title, it attracts a lot of people that are looking for Rams stuff, and they might be Rams fans. So you got to factor that in too. Who said that Kyle would go after Kirk Cousins? Who said that? I don't even remember who said it. The Falcons just a dumbass organization going after old QB. You know, actually, speaking of going after old quarterbacks, I don't know how the Colts didn't try to go after him. That's their thing, bro. The Colts damn near have a fetish, if you ain't noticed, for older QBs. They've had, what are they on number? What was that, number 3? Nah, really 4. Depending on how you want to age Carson Wentz. But yeah, they had Carson Wentz at one point, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Joe Flacco. Yeah, they got an old QB fetish or something like. Jim Irsay got a QB fetish or something like that. He got to. Oh, you near retirement? Come into my office. We got to get your measurements right. He probably learned that from Jerry Jones, allegedly. But yeah, I'm surprised that Kirk Cousins didn't go to the Colts at his age. The Eagles, Bills in the Super Bowl. Does Rodgers continue to Favre script and sign with the Vikings? Gosh, that'd be a huge downgrade for Minnesota if that was the case. And as far as Rodgers goes, that would make him even more hated than he already is. I don't know how Packers fans view him. I assume they still like him. But the rest of the NFL does not like Aaron Rodgers. Or NFL fans, should I say. Sure, yeah, some players too definitely don't like him. Yeah, I don't see him going to the Vikings, though. I know the talk has been he could be the replacement in Pittsburgh. I don't see that, though. So we'll see. I hope he just retires, to be honest. I'm tired of Aaron Rodgers at this point. The Colts really thought their solution was Matt Ryan. Nah, he was really more of a bridge quarterback. Because I told you before, the Colts don't rebuild. They just put a Band-Aid on shit. That don't mean that's their win now solution. It was just, he gonna do good enough that we're not a just complete trash team. That we almost might make the playoffs, but we gonna miss it. That's what they doing. Damn. I did not know that. He is 10 years old. Damn. That's crazy. Don's literally 11 days older than you and you 27. He's not even 30 yet. He's definitely getting paid. Yeah. I mean, he came in with Baker and Lamar and Josh. It's just his role wasn't as smooth as the rest. Well, Baker's wasn't smooth either. Shit, he was on that sorry Rams team for a little minute too. When he had that comeback win in his first game. What's up, Teflon? Don in the building. Rodgers should retire to save his legacy. Yeah, because if you go to another team and it ends up a stinker, that's going to hurt your legacy even more. Like Russell Wilson, almost. His first year in Denver, disastrous. Terrible. Got so bad his offensive line wouldn't even help him up anymore. Second year, he playoffs. Sean Payton, this nigga threw Russ under the bus when it wasn't even Russ's fault. Benched him. Then Russ seek redemption in Pittsburgh. First half of the season, it was cool. He was looking like Mr. Unlimited. Second half, not so much. So, yeah, he better not pull a Russell Wilson. That'd be something if he did go to the Steelers, though. So they can't have Mahomes having some MVP seasons every season, so the GOAT debate is close. I mean, another thing, too, is they done lost a good amount of receivers and stuff, too, over time. Because it'd be like one thing where in years past, the defense might not have been like the best defense, but Mahomes had the offense to compensate. And now it's, oh, you got a good defense. So to balance that out, we got to take away some of your weapons on offense. Like how you was stuck with Brick Hands Tony last year. But the defense was doing their thing. That knows how Philly lost all their DBs last night against the Packers. And that should bite them in the rear end against the Rams. But I think the AFC and NFC get tied in rings this season. I think the NFC going to win it this year. Like I know there was that 13-year streak of NFC dominance from like the 80s to the 90s. I don't think we're going to see that in this day and age where it's just AFC for fucking 10 years and the NFC for 10. I think it's going to be maybe a team or a conference might win 3 and then the other conference wins. But that's about it. Appreciate it, King Norvell. Appreciate you, my guy. He never had a problem with him. He just seemed like the annoying cool guy. He started off like that. For me, it's really when I say them last couple years in Green Bay. Probably that last year, where it became like this smug, I'm better than you attitude. But you would think that'd come from somebody like Brady, who has 7 rings and shit. No, but Aaron Rodgers, yeah, you would have thought he was like a 5-time Super Bowl champion, as smug as he acts. That the Vikings are more competent organization and team than the Jets. Everybody is, bro. At this rate, the Cardinals are more competent. They've done a lot of stupid shit in the past. It's really hard to out incompetent the Jets. The Browns have been trying for years. The Browns were that team. Then they got some shit right. Then they started doing stupid shit again. But yeah, the Jets, yeah, they're in their own league of incompetency. Yeah, because Wilson wasn't his guy. Wilson was not his guy. And I mean, shit, a lot of former teammates of Russ's have said they don't really care for him. Or if they didn't outright say it, they didn't hint it at it. Damn, Nia Jax got on the all cheetah print. That's crazy. Actually, she too big to be wearing that shit, bro. She way too big to be trying to rock that shit. But yeah, a lot of teammates have said they don't like Russ. Ravens beat the Bills next week. Hopefully, tip the scale in our favor. Here's State Farm Insurance dropped off people in LA before the fires. Yeah, I heard about that. And the game is being played in State Farm. Yeah, there's this interview with Mel Gibson. I think it was a couple of days ago. Apparently his house burned down, and somebody asked him, he was on what, CNN, Fox News, one of them. And he basically just, in so many words, he hinted that they were, not natural. I'm gonna word it like that. Y'all know what I'm saying. So Rodgers should have had more rings. Yeah, he really should have. For like the career that he had, he sure as shit should have had more rings. I say at least one more. Like, it's funny how Big Ben got 2, and then Rodgers only got the 1. And they came in. I want to say they came in the same year too, or Rodgers might have came in a year before Ben, something like that. Quick rundown of what happened with Joy Taylor. Basically, she slept her way to the top, which that part is honestly old news. Like, I've heard that shit for years. And she basically said to the makeup artist that once she gets enough power, this would really irk me. That all she would just say is that so and so, the dude in power at Fox, forced himself on her, even if it wasn't true, to get him on out the way and cover her ass. And on top of that, she was sleeping with Emmanuel Acho too, and they just so happened to have a show together. Because there's one, he went live at her apartment after they got done smashing. In the middle of him giving this, I'm gonna call it a promo for Joy Taylor. This man over here sniffing his finger and shit. I'm like, bro, like a couple times. It wasn't even it wasn't a one-time thing. It was like, and then back up again. He gonna sniff it again. I'm like, bro, you know what it smelled like, bro. You were back there. You know what I'm saying? You know what it smelled like. You ain't gotta do this shit on live. It's not like if I got done fucking somebody, I'm like, yeah, that's it. Just keep doing that. Like, what? Yeah. The mattress and everybody laid on it. It felt like wildfires or some government activity. So why do I keep watching if I think it's rigged? You have yet to provide any concrete evidence of it. Literally no proof. For one, your comprehension skills are lacking. Number two, why do I watch it if I think it's rigged? A, I know it's rigged. B, it's called entertainment. The same way you watch a movie, the same way you watch a TV show, the same way you watch pro wrestling, it is a predetermined outcome, but you still watch it anyway. There you go on that. So, and there have been plenty of examples, dog. I don't really know what to tell you. Molly Karam the same. Yeah. I guess I gotta say alleged because ain't shit came out about it yet. But allegedly. Did Joy Taylor look good for 30? Is she really 38? That's crazy. I mean, she don't look bad, but like when you know, it's like when you know some shit like that, it's like that shit take a back seat. All that shit take a back seat. Especially the part when she said, once I get enough power, I'ma lie and say he forced himself. Yeah, everything else goes out the window the moment I heard that shit. Like, no. So you're willingly admitting you gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? You gonna me too a motherfucker, like, bro. Like, come on. Said Jamontra's proof that the NFL is scripted. Yes and no, depends on the person. Because I always tell people this shit. If you want to wake people up to the NFL being scripted, rigged, and shit, never, ever, 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 unless you're talking to an autistic person, never fucking start with Jamontra because you're going to lose them immediately because all you doing is throwing out dates and numbers at them and you giving them homework. If you, like, especially if you just out and about somewhere and that's where you start, the moment you started with on this date, such and such happened, and so many days after that, they stop listening. You got to give them some shit like a nigga missing a block or a defender running past Patrick Mahomes acting like they ain't see him, or the receiver, the ball hit him square in the hands, he wide open, ain't nobody around him, and he dropped it. But never start with fucking numbers and shit, dude. That is, and then on top of that, the people who usually start with that, not everybody, obviously, the ones that say, well, they think I'm crazy when I tell them this, because you fucking started spewing out dates and numbers at them for no fucking reason. That's why. Show them a clip or something, and then once you got them hooked, then talk to them about the numbers and shit. But never lead with that shit. Never, ever, ever, ever lead with that shit, bro. Said look up Super Bowl 3. Yeah, what's dude? I did the video. I forgot dude's name. Let me look it up. I want to say Bubba Smith because I know all the people that speak out have like basic ass names. It's like it's homeboy name. I think I want to say it is Bubba Smith. Yeah, Bubba Smith. There's some chick you was trying to teach about Gematria because she wanted to bet on a sports event, and the first thing she said to me was, "Is this AI?" Okay, my question to you is she aware that sports are scripted, fixed, rigged, and shit beforehand, or she already knew, and then this when you gave her this information? I want to know. 28, 3, and 33, nothing are the best examples. Okay, I had to make sure the name was right. I was like, hold up. Because I saw Taylor and my mind went to Joy. I was like, nah, that's not true. But yeah, you might be honest. You might be honest on with that one. But yeah, I do want to know if she already knew or not, Mitch. Yeah, I think it's Mitch. Yeah. This one right here, that right there, that play right there, opened a lot of people's eyes to shit. That play alone, like that one for me. I guess I knew in the back of my head there was some shit going on, but I didn't know how deep the rabbit hole went with the shit. But it was that combined with the D4 offsides against the Patriots. I was like, okay, something ain't right here. This first game had some shit go on that we all saw, and they missed the call. And then this second game, it wasn't as blatant, But it's the fact that the Patriots always find a way to get to the damn Super Bowl, and Tom Brady always seemed to win somehow. And then you do a little digging. So she has little knowledge about sports being scripted. Well, there you go. Joe ass jumped the book and went to the end of the book. Yeah, it's the same shit as, say you talking to a woman. If you first see a woman, y'all are, I don't know, in the elevator, y'all just walking on the sidewalk or some shit, and you want to holler at her. You gonna start off with some shit talking about you want a relationship with her, you want to marry, you want to have kids with her out the gate? No, you gonna scare the shit out of her. She gonna be like, who the fuck is this dude? He don't even know me. I don't know him. Is this dude really that desperate? Don't nobody want him? That he talking about a relationship and he don't even know me? Like, that's what you doing when you start with numbers and all this other shit out the gate. The equivalent of it, at least. Say the tuck rule proved to you. I gotta ask how old are you? I gotta know. Because I was a little kid when the tuck rule shit happened. I gotta know. It's actually my first Super Bowl I saw was Super Bowl 36 when Brady won his first. Or should I say the Patriots won their first. Neil O'Donnell Super Bowl 30 did it for you. Even as a kid, that game made you look at the NFL differently. I feel a little bit younger seeing you say that right there. Super Bowl 30. I don't remember Super Bowl 30. I don't even think I was alive. Yeah, I was alive. I think I was just alive. That gematria scares people to tell the truth. I wouldn't say it scares people. It just sounds like a foreign language for something. Let me put it like this. It's like speaking a foreign language for no reason out the blue. Like if I asked how your day was going and I knew you spoke English and then your answer and your response to how your day was going was in Spanish out of the blue, it'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Hold up. Even though I could like pick up on I speak Spanish, but like I'd be like, hey, whoa, what you doing? Slow down. What is coming from? '77 NBA Finals open your eyes. Then the tuck rule made it obviously scripted. What happened in '77? I really wasn't alive for that. What happened in '77? Super Bowl 40 was your first Super Bowl. Okay, now you're making me feel old. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. Early 2020s was funny though, because people were still saying Colin Kaepernick should be on the NFL. I was just thinking about this earlier today too, because somebody asked me why Cam Newton wasn't on the team, which hey, he's 35. But most importantly, it's the fact his shoulder was shot after the TJ Watt hit on Thursday Night Football. But yeah, Colin Kaepernick, he's like 37, 30. I think like 37, 38 now. He got gray in his beard, bro. Like he older. But part of it was he never really was all that good to begin with. And let's be real, what team would really take a chance on signing him after all that and seeing how divisive that shit was? Because we know he got his money and he was like, all right, you good. You ain't gonna play another game, but you got your money now. You made your mark. From now on, you're gonna be known as the nigga who took a knee instead of the nigga who was over here throwing passes. Said Super Bowl 30 was Dallas and Pittsburgh. Yeah, because Neil O'Donnell played for the Steelers. That's right. Looked up the NFL documentary made by journalist Jessica Savage. And she was unalived in very strange circumstances. It was called Rigged NFL, and she was unalived. Let me write that down. Damn, that Sharpie strong as shit. 38, and you remember the tuck rule as well. Didn't make sense to you at the time neither, but you just roll with it. I remember seeing it. I just didn't understand it because, again, I was a little kid. Dr. J versus Bill Walton in the finals. 77 NBA finals, that is. He was 11 when the Seahawks threw the ball and didn't hand it to Marshawn Lynch. And then the next year, Cam Newton sold with the he ain't gonna touch the ball when he fumbled. Atlanta 28-3. Then Philly with Nick Foles. That's funny as hell. That's funny. Oh, it wasn't called rigged NFL. I got you. So the league took a hit with the rate. Hell yeah, it did. Because you got to remember, one of the things about football is this is America's pastime. It ain't baseball. Them days have been gone. Ain't nobody give a fuck about baseball like that. It's football in this country. And it's super, as patriotic as America is, the fact to think somebody took a knee during the national anthem seemed like a foreign, insane thing to a lot of people. But I would say it did open a conversation about this country for sure, though. But I think the year after Foles won a ring, he was supposed to make it back, but Saints stopped that. No, hell no, they weren't gonna do it again because it's not as powerful the second time. It's like if they tried to do the same Taylor Swift route with the Chiefs that they did last year, it wouldn't work as well this year because we've seen it before. Same with Nick Foles. We saw it was cool the first time because we didn't see a backup quarterback who did this and blah blah blah. And then the next year, if he did it again, you already won one, so okay, cool, you won two. Chiefs went 14-2 in 2020, then had to lose to old ass Brady. Was that 2020? No, that was 2019. Actually, wait, no, you're right. That's right. Yeah, Tampa Bay, Tampa time. Frontline and unauthorized history of the NFL. Frontline and unauthorized history of the NFL. I feel like I've heard of that though. I know the book by Dan Meldea. Unauthorized. He's the reason the Niners ain't won. Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl and they ain't win shit. Funny how that comes full circle. QB after him. I don't even remember who the quarterback was. Because it wasn't Brock Purdy. It had to have been who did they have? Because I know they went to a little rough patch after that whole Colin Kaepernick thing. Before they got Jimmy G. I want to say it was somebody before Jimmy G. Yeah, it's going to be a while. The two things that made you start doubting was Kaepernick running around and not getting hit, then Denver / Peyton losing to Seattle. As soon as the ball went over his head, they said game over. That set the tone right there. As soon as that shit went over his head, yeah, they was cooked. Plus, San Francisco won a lot there in payback mode. I'm glad you said that. So there's a couple teams that the NFL has that I'm gonna say specifically NFC teams. I'm talking about now that the NFL makes sure they don't have such bad years for a long period of time. Like they not safe to not having a losing season. No team is, but they'll make sure that their down years are very short compared to others. Whether it be we got the Niners, they're one of those teams. They make sure that they're in the playoffs. The Cowboys are another one that they usually ain't down for a long time. They're gonna be in the playoffs even if they don't win shit. The Packers and the Eagles. Those are like the four teams in the NFC that they make sure you ain't gonna be down for long. We're gonna make sure you back in the playoffs. Those are 8 teams. In the AFC, it's usually I'm gonna say Baltimore's one, obviously Kansas City. In a past life, it was the Patriots, but that is gone. Used to be the Steelers. I still don't really put them in there. At one point in time, they would have been the team, but the Steelers and who else usually makes it? Because the East, it was the Patriots. Now it's the Bills. They really just got 3. Now I think about it, that are like I guess traditional teams that they make sure go to the playoffs. Shit, you might have been. I think it was Nick Mullins during that little Kaepernick, or was it Blaine? He said Blaine Gabbert. Bottom line is the nigga was sorry, and I want to say by then Alex Smith was already in KC. This is the inverse of what B Fire said about the Chiefs and Rams benefiting from the NFL. Oh, Colin Kaepernick he's talking about. Niners been paying their dues since '95. That's bad. Just like how the Patriots will never ever win another Super Bowl. Yeah, they capped at 6. That's what I say about the Steelers too. They capped at 6. Chiefs, the moment Mahomes leaves to retire, will never see a playoff win. I wouldn't go so far as say not see a playoff win. But all them Super Bowls and shit, you know how that's gonna go. Yeah, Brock gonna get paid. Yeah, who else they gonna pay? They gonna give Dobbs all that money? Oh damn, Damian Priest getting jumped. Vikings have always been relevant too. Yeah, I guess. I don't know about like always making sure they make the playoffs, but I'll say this: they usually have had a relevant quarterback in some way, shape, or form. Whether it be, I guess this year Sam Darnold. That's a one-off though. Kirk Cousins before that. Before him, relevant quarterbacks. I wouldn't say Christian Ponder. I'd go back to Brett Favre. And before that, really, Dante Culpepper. And you can sprinkle in Cunningham if you really want to. Steelers haven't winning seasons the best they get, exactly. Hey, appreciate the super chat. Said shout out Tampa, Detroit Lion. That way, that's confusing. You from Tampa, but you like the Lions. There got to be a backstory there. Anyway, he said 2 questions. Who wins the Natty? I got Ohio State, and it hurts me to say that. My Super Bowl prediction: I have Kansas City losing. I still say NFC North. That's only one team at this point, so you figure out who that is. Your name has it. So I really don't see the Rams doing it. Matt Stafford 38 already won his 36. Excuse me. Eagles, I don't see it. Washington, do they really want to push a rookie quarterback to do that? A full black rookie quarterback to do that? I don't think so. But I do think they got big things planned for Jaden in his overall career, assuming he stays healthy. The Rams also be kind of choking a lot, but prevent it from being completed. Said Notre Dame lock. Drake told you that. I don't know if you know about the Drake curse. It obviously didn't hit for the Ravens game, but yeah, I wouldn't touch Notre Dame. Even if Brian Kelly ain't there, I ain't touching Notre Dame. I wouldn't count him as a relevant quarterback for real. He had one moment, but he wasn't a relevant quarterback for real. Like he wasn't. People weren't just bringing up Case Keenum just out the blue in a conversation. Like Kirk Cousins might pop up in a conversation at the time he might have popped up. Nobody was talking about Case Keenum like that. Last time he been talked about like that was when he was at Houston. 120 is also MLK. That they love shaming black people on that day too. Bills lose to the NFC. That's your Super Bowl 59 prediction. So the game that really should have woke people up was the Bucks Rams playoff game with all them fumbles. That had to have been the Brady's Bucks team. That definitely had to be Brady's Bucks team. So they need some new playoff teams though. Yeah, people do like seeing new playoff teams, but at the same time, it's something about the playoffs, whether it be the NBA, NFL, even say college football in the playoffs. If certain teams ain't in it, it just don't feel right. They missing something. And some of these teams happen to be in big markets too. So yeah, like the NBA when it doesn't have the Lakers in there or the Knicks, it just don't feel right. Even if they not gonna do anything. The NFL playoffs, it don't feel right if the Cowboys aren't in it. Because then you get to crack the jokes that you choked in the playoffs again, ha 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 ha, type shit. Well, we can't do that now because they ain't make the playoffs. AFC, that team is usually the Steelers. It don't feel right if the Pittsburgh Steelers ain't in the playoffs. But he dropped Fighting Irish. Ryan Day is still a fraud like James Franklin. I can't stand neither one of them. I really can't stand James Franklin ass though. Being Super Bowl 59, they could go to a brother Jaden, or Lamar Jackson. All them J's. They do 59 rushes for black athletes. Only thing going for Jaden, the Jalen and Jaden, that shit is throwing me off. Jaden Daniels is the fact he on a rookie deal. That's one thing going for him. If he was to win, which I don't think is gonna happen, you know he ain't gonna win for a while in the playoffs. After that, he gonna be in repayment mode a while. Jalen, he already got his money, he already been. I don't think so. And Lamar, he got his money, got the individual accolades. Just don't have a Super Bowl appearance or anything like that. And I really don't see them giving him that. And if they did, oh boy, he finna sell. Like he gonna have to put in the shoulder pads for a white button up and a briefcase. How much selling he gonna do? And damn, he threw his ass through a table. So that's why you like the Packers, but they got packed up. Yeah, I think once the receivers start getting paid, that's when that window really closed. So sure, God damn, all these J's, man. Jaden, Jalen, Jordan, DeMar Jackson. Like, God, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. God damn. Name these kids with something besides Jay. God damn. Okay. Love. Sure, he got his money, but receivers ain't got paid. That's what I was getting at. So I think there's still a window, and it's still the Packers franchise we're talking about here. Like one of those legendary franchises. It's not like they done won 6 Super Bowls and nothing like that, so they can't be capped off yet. So you can see the Eagles winning on Kobe's death date, 5 years. Huh? Hold on. Oh yeah, you 2 weeks ahead, bro. I was like, what? Because yeah, 126 is on a Sunday. Did I hear about the Ravens winning the Super Bowl every 12? Yeah, I've heard that. Each quarterback who won the Super Bowl is 28, and I know Lamar is what, 28 now. The Ravens in their 28th year of existence. That's cool. I don't think they're gonna win it though, but that's cool and all though. I ain't know where that nigga 28, bro. Damn, time flies. And then I'm sure you can factor in the Jacoby Jones think number 12 and all that too. So that's what makes this year so tough. It feels like every team left to win is bucking a major trend historically. So Jalen has paid his dues. He lost to the Bucks twice in the playoffs. Yeah, he did. That's right. Sure did. And in the Super Bowl, yeah, he got paid though. Yeah. And his receivers ain't on rookie deals. Like AJ Brown sure as hell ain't on no rookie deal. But nah, he just there to throw games at this point. The Vikings about to come back like the Bucks did, but they lost by a field goal. That's true. That's true. You say Vikings come back, nigga, it's 27-9. I don't know about all that. But he really could go down as the best black quarterback. To the 2022 season where it kind of got obviously rigged, but not as much as 2020 and 2021. That's why you going with the Bills. At this point, KC and Detroit. I'm still sticking NFC North, bro. The only team that has an even or remotely interesting narrative, really, beside in the NFC now. We ain't talking about the AFC. NFC really is maybe Washington. Like it's a feel good story with the whole rookie quarterback. He's lighting it up and all this stuff. I doubt they do it, but it's a more interesting narrative than whatever the Eagles got. Maybe Saquon was the missing piece for the Eagles. That's their storyline. Lions got a lot of good ones too. And Rams, like I said, the little forest fire shit, like it's not Super Bowl worthy storyline. It's a feel good for a game. Maybe two. You don't think the Bills are expected to win a ring as people make them to be? I sure shit don't expect to win a ring. If the fires never happened, the Vikings would have won. Yeah, especially if you send at 27-9 entering the fourth quarter, yeah, you're going to have a whole lot of shit happen. You need a couple muff punts, a field goal blocked and returned, a punt block. You need a lot of stuff to happen for you with that kind of time. Do I think they do something, especially with Jimmy Carter, or a link to Jimmy Carter, as soon as what you're saying? It's possible. You know, like politics and sports get tied in all the time. So it is certainly possible. The Bills Chiefs 42-36, Bucks versus Rams was 30-27. Oh, that was the one they all finished with like 2 seconds left. They all had a field goal to end the game, with the exception of the Bills Chiefs game. Oh yeah, Christian's a Steelers fan. I forgot. Yeah, that's got to be rough. Rams even have to play like the Ravens defense prior to week 12 for the Vikings to have a chance. Hey, you ain't lying, bro. The first couple weeks, boy, that shit was frustrating. Especially that game against the Cowboys where it was like 28-12 and then you blink. It's like a 2-point game. I'm like, all right, bro, what y'all doing? Stop playing. So I think they only won by 3. It's like, stop playing, dog. Y'all know y'all should be running all over these fools. Glad Sackor finally fixed that shit. So the Rams gonna lose against the Eagles next week to set up Philly versus Detroit, I assume, in a NFC. Actually, it's funny because Gardner Johnson played for the Lions last year. He was the one talking all that shit before halftime against the Niners. Vikings stay on 14 wins. Sam Darnold was 14. Okay. So all these wildcard teams are blowouts except the Ravens. I mean, let's be real. That game wasn't even close. That game was never even close. That last one to make it 14, yeah, you could call that shit a blowout for real. That was not close. Rams not losing what, this game or the playoffs? Because that, like I said, that Forest Fire storyline ain't Super Bowl worthy. It's really not. Like, it's a feel good post game interview. We talk about it. Talk about maybe 2 weeks. That's it. Cowboys Niners game though was funny because once it was a 1-score game, they choked. Remember Stafford throwing a puck. Wait, what? Throwing a pass, I guess is what you're saying. Straight to Tart on San Francisco, and he drops it. Yep, and they won the Super Bowl that year. We did them a favor, letting them get 14, and they still didn't cover. That's the crazy part. Yeah, that shit was over. That shit was a blowout. Hopefully, Ravens can win to put these narratives to rest about Lamar. Yeah, if he ever wins one, it's gonna be that's the only one he gonna win. And somebody mentioned his career is like Aaron Rodgers, or it's going that direction. If he won one, it sure as hell would be like Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if he won in like 5 MVPs and shit. I doubt that, but said Coach Prime going to the. Has this been confirmed or no? Because I'll believe it when I see it. Because there's certain teams when they just bring up news about things happening, and then not just in football. All I say is the Cowboys speak to Dion about the head coaching job. So yeah, if they do, have fun with that, Prime. Have fun going 8-8. My bad, 9-8, 8-9. Have fun with that. But yeah, there's certain teams when they mention the head coaching or anything like that, and I'm like, I believe when I see it, whether it be the Lakers, if it involves a head coach, the Cowboys, certain teams they just like to talk about anyway. Allen can pick up his 83rd win right before he loses his 4th straight to the Chiefs, like Bills lost 4 straight Super Bowls. Chiefs will lose to the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I don't think that rematch going to happen. I really don't think that's going to happen. Philly and KC again. With the same quarterback for both teams, I doubt it. Interesting. And after Super Bowl, he started winning MVPs. Because that was damn near a bargaining chip for Aaron Rodgers. After the fact. The Commanders' last win in the postseason was against the Bucks in 2005. And I remember they said to Jaden Daniels, he was 5 years old when it happened. And he wears number 5 on top of that. I don't know about all that. You kind of had me on the first half, then you lost me the moment I saw next year Texas and Cowboys. That shit is not happening. I'm gonna tell you that now. Texas and Cowboys, nah. Super Bowl 61 Packers and Bengals, boy, I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But yeah, Texans and Cowboys, and that shit ain't happening, bro. That will wake up way too many people if the Texans made it through the Super Bowl. It don't even matter how they got there. That will wake up way too many people. Historically, Bills and Chiefs have only met in the AFC Championship every 27 years since '66. Unless the Texans upset KC, it would be last year's rematch. Make it back. They're going to be terrible for the next few years. The Eagles, that is. What's something different I do? Change the overtime rules back to the original sudden death rules. This way they can't be milking shit. Well, they still find a way. But they wouldn't necessarily be milking shit the way they do in overtime, where a team has the ball 3 different times and somehow still can't score. No, sudden death. If you don't get the ball, oh well, you should have picked tails instead of heads, or vice versa. That's one thing I would do. I would go back to 16 games, not 17, and I go back to 6 playoff spots and not 7. You want drama? Take away a playoff spot. That'll bring you some fucking drama. Shit. Helmet columns wouldn't be a thing. The kickoff rules would go back to the original shit too. So will the Vikings make a comeback? No. Did he try to sneak Dallas in the big game? Like, we ain't noticed that shit. Honestly, the Texans part was enough to raise a red flag. I'm like, nah. But against Dallas, oh hell no. You think Justin Fields wins a Super Bowl before Lamar is Fields' best quarterback since Big Ben? Yeah, you just saying shit now. Okay. I was gonna read some more of what you said, but then you lost me when you said that shit, bro. Been saying this season is connected to the 2005 season. Bush got his Heisman back, and it's the season following back-to-back Super Bowl wins. So who do you have winning? How often is it that the 1 seed wins a ring, especially for the NFC? Let's see. How many 1 seeds have won? Let's say the Super Bowl. Yeah. Super Bowl. Wait, hold on. 25 total out of 48 have won. 48, motherfucker, this shit old. I know that shit got to be old. Said 21 out of 48. Look back. My bad. 25 of 48. Of those 25 teams, 16 have represented the NFC, 9 have represented the AFC. So basically slightly less than half. Right, man? You ain't lying about that. Said in no universe even Steelers fans would say that shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, come on, bro. Justin Fields better than Lamar. Bro, stop playing. I don't even know what to make of Justin Fields' career at this point, because he's been around. For Chicago, they didn't have any success. He was the fall guy. And then Caleb Williams got the same results as Justin Fields, if not worse. And then he goes to the Steelers. You see him start. They win in games. He wasn't lighting it up statistically or anything, but they're winning games. Then he gets benched for Russ. He has the weirdest career. Only way you can see the Eagles win the Super Bowl is a McNabb ritual, because in 2005 y'all lost the Super Bowl. Yeah, the year they opened the link. But yeah, I don't see the Eagles going back. Ratings wise, would it be a good idea? Now they got Saquon, that'd be smart as shit. That'd be smart as hell. But I don't think they do that. He's a consistent chance, Justin Fields, that is, with a decent offensive line and an offensive mind coordinator or coach for that matter, he can improve. Yeah, his whole NFL career, he's been in shitty situation after shitty situation. Got better in Pittsburgh, but even then, it ain't ideal. Because they don't know what they're going to do at quarterback. All right, bro. All right, man. Hold on one second. Hold on. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. Christian, pass me what you smoking, bro. I don't know what the fuck you talk about. So too bad Pickens wants out. Yeah. And it seems like he done everything in his power to get sent up out of there. Short of failing drug test. Oh, I've already seen that. We got the Rams beating the Eagles next week. We'll see. We shall see. I'm glad you're feeling better, but we shall see. You don't even think Burrow could get them to 15-2 with those weapons? Hell no, bro. I done seen it all, bro. The man said Justin Fields get him to 15 wins. No. Deion coaches the Jerry World Circus is gonna be hilarious. They not drafting that nigga. Hey, that's just You think Colorado was a tough job in Jackson State? Yeah. Have Jerry Jones hovering over you, trying to make coaching decisions and shit. See how that goes. The thing's gonna be the Eagles versus the Lions, and Lions go to soup. So the Rams win, they're not going far exactly. Which top seed do I see most likely to lose? Oh, between KC and Detroit, man. Detroit. I'm not gonna go against, as far as just before they get there, who I think wouldn't get there, or who has a lower chance of making it. It ain't Kansas City. I can tell you that. If a team of referees could, they would all make a cradle for Patrick Mahomes with their arms on some crowd surfing shit and literally carry him to the Superdome for the Super Bowl if they could. They couldn't do that with Andy Reid. He too fat, but they would definitely do it for Patrick Mahomes. But yesterday's game made you convinced the NFL has a commercial quota to make. Because what's the point of commercial, kickoff, and then commercial? Yeah, you ain't know that? Yeah, it's like them Super Bowl ads and shit. Like there's like ad placements in certain times and shit. Yeah, like yeah. That's the same with anything, pro wrestling, NASCAR, all that shit. There's certain allotted things that have to happen at certain moments as far as production goes. That's a normal, usually across the board. That ain't just sports. The Cowboys are strapped with Dak for life. Get used to it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Cowboy fans, they'll find any reason in the world to see them get into the Super Bowl. I'm like, nigga, it ain't happening. If you think Washington has a legit shot, the game will probably be closer than what people expect. Okay, yeah. So the spread right now is 8.5 for Detroit. 8.5. Let me see, has it moved any? The fuck? That's super weird. So yeah, it started at what 9.5, 8.5. I can't tell on this thing. Then it jumped to 10.5. Slowly went back down to 8.5. Went below that a little bit. At one point, that bitch went to a pick'em. At one point, it went to a pick'em, then skyrocketed right back up again to 8.5. Or really 10.5, then went back down to 8.5. But how the hell you go from 10.5, jump down to a pick'em, and jump back up? But yeah, that game's gonna be closer than people think. Because what we've seen so far in this round, was mostly blowouts out of the 5 games, 6 games. Excuse me. Out of 6 games, one of them was actually close for real. The rest, one-sided affairs. Next round is gonna be some crazy shit. It's gonna be the ones that are close to have the really thrilling finishes. I want to say they did this last year with a wild card. It wasn't too crazy. It wasn't super suspenseful. But that divisional round, they cranked it right back up. This ain't like the college football playoffs where the first round is trash. The second round is trash. The third round might be good, and then the national championship. Nah. NFL, they know better. To Jada be Quasimodo if they get there. Back in immense pain from carrying the team. And carrying the rock too, because they treat him like he's a running back. I'm like, bruh, y'all got a running back. Stop getting your man's hurt. He's only like 180 pounds. So Rams commies NFC championship possibility. I doubt it. I doubt, if anything, if they were to go that route where the Lions don't make it and Washington does win, I can see them getting a round 3 against the Eagles. Because they split that series. And they're going to show the replay of when Jay Daniels had the game-winning touchdown pass and all that shit. No. Yeah, even the white quarterbacks couldn't do that shit, bro. Like, nah. Like Big Ben's rookie year, they got to the AFC Championship game. Lost to, go figure, the Patriots. And we know how that went. Russell Wilson didn't win his rookie year. And mind you, both cases, even Big Ben, he won his second year. He wasn't the reason they won. It was everything else around him. The Eagles and Rams are locked for the NFC Championship game. I mean, they play each other, so somebody has to get to the NFC Championship game between the two of them. So, yeah. But I don't know. Do they really want to give us Matt Stafford versus Jared Goff round 3? Because they split too. Because one won in the playoffs, another one in the regular season, and now round 3 we gonna do it for all the marbles to see who goes to the Super Bowl. Is that what we gonna do? Say if not, it feels like the Rams or Eagles. I have a hard time with that Rams when going to the Super Bowl shit. It was 15-1 and got smoked by New England in the AFC Championship. It was like a totally different Steelers team too, bro. Or it felt like it watching it. Cause yeah, it was like as soon as he stepped up, it was like they win. I think the one game he lost, I guess it wasn't even him, but the Steelers lost prior to the Patriots game was against the Ravens in Week 1. And I haven't seen anything like that in a while, as far as a quarterback who just came in and just won like that as a rookie. Yeah, you don't see that a lot. There's 2 round 3 matchups they could do for the NFC Championship. You got Washington, Philly, and then Detroit and LA. But I don't think they really gonna do that rematch shit though. That's my thing. I think this one's gonna be Casey versus a new team. Yeah, they won it a couple years ago. Actually, they were the last team not named the Kansas City Chiefs to win a Super Bowl. Which is even crazy to say out loud. But yeah. Yeah, he is 2-1 in the playoffs. He won against the Chargers and Browns, lost against the Ravens. Got his first win against a Harbaugh last Saturday. You love to see the something getting their name, the Redskins getting their name back, then winning a ring, but that'll never happen. I mean, you saw on NBC where they had to edit out. It was somebody's jersey they had that was playing for the Redskins. Even that played for the Redskins, and they like edited out the stitching, the font on their jersey that says Redskins. I used to say right here on the chest. They took that shit off. Eagles won't go to Super Bowl unless they want them to win, which ain't happening. And with the Ravens, I'll believe it when I see it. If they end up beating Kansas City or whoever the hell they play, I'll be more of a believer. Until I see that, I don't believe that. Hurts kind of needs to get back for that Super Bowl Hail Mary, not gonna lie. Yeah, I done heard that they might go back. I think Washington just need to figure out, what are y'all gonna do? Are y'all gonna be the Commanders? Are you gonna be the football team? Are you gonna be the Redskins? Pick one and stick to it. Stop hopping for a couple years. We the football team. We ain't got a mascot. This, that, and the third. But nah, we the Commanders now, so we got to get new uniforms. But nah, we gonna bring back the Redskins stuff for everybody else. Like, pick one and stick to it. But yeah, I believe if the Ravens can beat Buffalo and if they beat Kansas City, I feel a little bit more comfortable with this whole Ravens winning the Super Bowl shit. But until I see that happen, I don't feel confident at all. Even if they beat Buffalo, I still wouldn't feel confident they're gonna beat the Chiefs. I feel like we'll be more the same of what we saw in Week 1 and in the playoffs last year. But it's gonna be an upset in the divisional round. It could be the Lions. You know what would be crazy? I don't think this is going to happen by any means. If the Texans ended up beating the Chiefs, that would be the upset of the season. At that point, it don't even matter who won at that point. If somebody beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, it wouldn't even fucking matter at that point. Whoever won, that was their Super Bowl at that point. The Saints won after the Hurricane, not the same year, but later on they did. Yes, keep the current unis and go with the Redskins. That's what I'm saying. Just go with the Redskins. Shit, everybody from what I gather calls them the Redskins still anyway. That Commander shit never really hung on, really stuck, So go back to the name everybody knows, the name that everybody want to say. They gotta catch themselves before they finish the name. Lamar Jackson and shit, you can make an argument for Joe Burrow. That motherfucker cold for real. And I've said this about Mahomes. He is like the anti-Brady. And that the way Tom Brady, what made him so effective was if he in the pocket, he can surgically break you apart, tear you apart, pick a defense apart. Outside the pocket, he can't do shit because he's not mobile. Mahomes is the opposite. He in the pocket, he is less dangerous in the pocket than when he out and about running around doing his backyard football shit. Like he more like Big Ben than anything playing style wise. Like he does good in chaos. When receivers got to break off their routes and just run wherever, and that's where Travis Kelce shines because he's always open for some reason. That's what Mahomes can do. Lamar good at the back, the backyard football shit too, for sure, but he'll throw some dots in that pocket too. The announcers talking about Minnesota taking too long to get the next play. I think of the Bears immediately against the Lions on Thanksgiving when I think about they taking too long. I wish. I still think they're going to give him one more, but I wish, bro. I really wish. Because the NFL also had a season a couple years ago with both one seed's lost. Especially with Tariq. Yeah, you got someone as fast as Tariq, bro. You can't. There's nothing to do once he is some yards past you. There is nothing you can do to catch him. Best you can do is take your cleat off and chuck it at him and hope it hurts him or does something. The Guardians, formerly known as I forget the Guardians, bro. To me, they always gonna be the Cleveland Indians, bro. But yeah, the Guardians, formerly known as the Indians, had a run to the conference championship, ALCS more specifically, and the Redskins can do the same as the Commies. Try to get their branding to stick a little bit, like, yeah, we are no longer the Redskins, we are the Commies, the Commanders. Says a legit 2022 repeat script for the Vikings, especially how they got first rounded. If I was giving the Rams the win because of the forest fires, I've never thought I'd talk about forest fires so much on an NFL show. This is the team that started 1-4. They did. They also didn't have Puka and Cooper Kupp for the beginning of the year. Then they got him back. I think they got Puka the game before they got Cooper back. And the game they got Cooper back was against the Vikings on Thursday Night Football. So now Reek just drops passes versus good teams or in the Colts. Yeah, that nigga powdered his way up out of Miami. He's like, I don't want to go back in, bro. I want to play on a competitive team, even though I'm going to sit out and complain, though. But it's complete opposite, but okay, Tyreek. We got to make it interesting eventually. Yeah, I think it's almost over with. The actually dynasty part, as far as them being good, they still going to be good for a minute. As far as them winning Super Bowl and shit, yeah, that shit is almost over with. It's last season the NFC East was getting embarrassed in the playoffs. Now it's the NFC North. Yeah, who was it? Philly lost to Tampa. That's right. Cowboys lost to the Packers. Those are the only two teams, yeah. The other two didn't make it. The Chiefs dynasty over this year. I'm also curious, how many more years does Andy Reid have? Because I know they've brought up the retirement for Andy Reid, but how many years does he actually have left? Because then that'll give you probably a better picture. Because I could see them giving him one on his way out in his last year. And then after that, that's when it becomes they gonna have shaky starts maybe. Then they'll find a way into the playoffs late, start playing in wild card games, not hosting and shit. I think that's what's gonna happen. But how many years does Andy Reid have left before he retires? Yeah, and how many more years is Travis Kelce gonna be there too? Because I was under the impression he was supposed to retire soon. 66. I thought he was older than that. He's only 66. Because Andy Reid been around as a coach since I was a kid, bro. Like I remember him on the Eagles. I swear he had to be older than that, bro. He only 66. That's an interesting number. I thought he was older than that. I swear. I don't know why I thought he was damn near Bill Belichick's age. Just fact. But yeah, whenever he retired and they say that's the last year, if the Chiefs don't win it any time in between that, leading up to that last year, you can best believe that last year they'll send his ass out on top. Kelce, he 35, going on 36. Why did I think he was 33? Damn. What? I thought he was a little bit younger than 37. Just a little bit younger than 30. How old is he? He 35. Okay. It's crazy that he been in the league that long too. The Vikings scored 9 points. The Rams scored 27, which is 9. 2 plus 7. And the margin is 18. 1 plus 8 is Nueve, like Stafford's number. Oh yeah, hit that like button too. Before I get on up out of here. Smash that like button. Abuse it if you have to. Say the Cardinals that is get rewarded next season for this game in the playoffs. We'll see, man. The Cardinals. I don't even know what to make of the Cardinals. Because they're not necessarily rebuilding. So they just kind of there. And then Kyler, he got his money already too. But yeah, they just kind of there. I don't really know what to make of the Cardinals. Kelsey's arranged girlfriend Taylor Swift was born on the day Lamar Hunt died. Interesting. I didn't know that. But the Cards need to win something, especially after going 7-0 and collapsing out. Yeah, it's been a minute since they've done anything. See their last playoff win for Arizona. I know if I look up Cardinals, they're gonna think about St. Louis first. Last Arizona Cardinals playoff win. Let's see. Let somebody in the chat know when was the last time they had a playoff win. Arizona Cardinals specifically. This is my season. I ain't asked for the fucking history. I said the last playoff win. That's a sad stat. The Arizona Cardinals have won 5 times in the playoffs since 2000. That's insane. That is insane as hell. Appreciate it, Tiny Bigs. Appreciate it. Said Giants maybe finally beat the Cowboys next season. Yeah, it's possible. Says burned entire cities. Used to live in those Pasadena areas in LA. But of course, nothing touched Dodger Stadium. Hell no. Or the Rose Bowl. And both things are being added to. Yeah, because they went to the NFC Championship game against the Panthers, and that's when Carson threw like 6 picks or something. It was something crazy. And I want to say he was crying on the sideline of that game too. But yeah, 2015. So yeah, 2015 was the last time the Cardinals won a playoff game. Yeah, being a Cardinals fan, that's got to be rough. That has got to be rough. Hey, 2021. Who did they beat in 2021? Because I know they went in 2022 and lost to the was it 2022? Let me see. Fast forward to 2021. They lost the wild card round after finishing 11-6. And then they won one in 2015. They went 13-3. Lost in the NFC Championship game to the Panthers. The year before that, went 11-5. Lost in the wild card round. I want to say that was the Packers. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. But every year from 2015, after 2015 to 2021, missed the playoffs 7-8-1, 8-8, 3-13, 5-10-1. Them and them ties. 8-8 2020. Made the playoffs 2021, 2022, 4-13, 2023, 4-13, and this year 8-9. Yeah. They are the true definition of a poverty franchise. People give the Lions shit, people give the Browns shit. The Cardinals should be in that conversation too. Yeah, it was Carson Palmer. Let me see what his stats was in that game. Because I just remember he turned the ball over at will. He sold just about actually worse than Justin Herbert. 2015 NFC Championship game. What was his stats? Because they got beat 49-15. I'm still looking for the stats, but goddamn, give me the stats. That's all I asked for. Okay, we might have it. $23 of 40, 235 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 4 picks. The Rams got 9 sacks on Sam Darnold. Damn. That'd be crazy if they were sacking Aaron Donald in retirement. That's crazy. He'd be like, y'all doing my job. What the fuck? Knows every time Lamar's not injured, he the MVP. Rookie year, second year MVP. Yeah, that's a good point. But I think the Texans get a pass because they're the youngest franchise. I think it'd be tougher because they are the youngest franchise as far as getting them a Super Bowl. I mean, at one point, the Jaguars and the Panthers, they were the youngest franchise. They ain't get shit. But the Ravens, I don't know how you view the Ravens because they the old Browns, so they technically not a new team. And then the current Browns are the new Browns, so they technically a new team but kept the old team shit. So I don't even know where you classify that. Be out of the so-called new teams from then, from that era, from like I can't say the Titans, they not a new team. But like those Panthers, Jags and stuff when they first got into the league, yeah, they didn't win shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the worst ass whooping I've seen my team take in a conference championship game ever. 49-15. After week 12 Sunday night football game, Eagles at Rams, Mike Tirico said this was the Eagles' last flight until the postseason. Hmm, interesting. All right, man. I'm finna slide up out of here, man. Let me get this last comment in, actually. Just because that's funny. Said Browns fans really be bringing up pre-civil rights rings. Yeah, we won the NFL championship in the 60s, man. Like, bruh. That shit funny as fuck. But yeah, I'm about to slide like electric up out of here, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, join the Discord. I'm gonna put the link in the comments. No, it's in the description, actually. It's in the description. Join the Discord. And yeah, we're gonna be back live later this week, Thursday, NFL pregame pick'em. Y'all have a good night.